Hello, this is Leslie Lee, and welcome to Simply Tarot, where I give intuitive advice to empower your life. This is a pick your card reading where we're going to determine why you're stuck and how to move on. And you could be stuck in any category, be it love, career, creatively. Whatever message you receive, that message is meant for you. I do encourage you to pick more than one card. Speaking of cards, I'm looking at decks here. You could actually pick a deck by either focusing on the deck itself or focusing on the crystal. As always, this is deck 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I'll have the timestamps in the description area below for your convenience. I'll also have the name of the deck in the description area as well. Okay, now we'll start with deck 1. Let's see what the message is for you if you're feeling stuck. Okay, Two of Water. Two of Water is Two of Cups in traditional tarot. And this card tells me that the way to move forward during this time is to work with someone, to collaborate with someone, to join forces with someone. It talks about a union of sorts and putting two minds together to create something new and fresh and to see something in a different perspective. And it's encouraging you to work with someone, to co-create with someone, to come together with someone, to have a good communication, to discuss outcomes, to discuss strategies, to look at where you need to go to advance, to get to the next level. It's all about linking your mind and your skills and your ability and your wants and your needs with someone else. And if this is in a relationship, this is telling you that you need to work together. You need to find some common ground or mutual respect for one another and to move forward and move on in the most positive way. If this is with career, it's telling you to work with someone, to partner with someone, collaborate with someone who's of like mind so they could, help give you that push to the next step, or maybe even give you a perspective you weren't normally looking at so you could make changes or readjust some areas of your life or this business to get to the next step. If this is creatively, it's telling you to join forces with someone that is of like mind, that is similar to you in a lot of ways and have that same drive and have that same motivation to get things done. And also, they'll bring their unique perspective to the table to allow you to, get better ideas or get more motivated or get more inspired in whatever it is you're trying to create. So it's definitely all about working together, somewhat like teamwork, but mostly with one other person at least that will help push you forward and get you to where it is you need to go. Definitely. Okay, moving on to deck 2. If you pick deck 2, your message for getting unstuck is, well, I'll mix them first. I'll go ahead and shuffle. Cherish. All things have their place. Okay, so this card tells me that you're in a position right now that you may not understand the worth, your worth, and the worth of what it is you're putting your time and energy and effort into. You may be battling some insecurities, you may be battling some self-doubt, that sort of thing, and it's telling you definitely cherish everything that's surrounding you, everything that's happening right now in this situation, because this is where you will have the greatest understanding of why things are happening the way they're happening. It's all about looking at your work, especially if it's creatively or in business, looking at your work, looking at what you put in already and understanding that there is a lot that you already put in and there's a lot that could come out of it if you believe it and trust in it. It's about cherishing your partner in a relationship, about looking at their flaws and looking at their ideas and kind of having that respect and that mutual respect that you need to work together and to move forward together. If this is about career or any other situation, it's about understanding how everything falls where it needs to fall in order to get you where you need to go. So any self-doubt you may be battling right now, push it aside. At least try to push it aside. I know it's very difficult to do, but push it aside and look at what you've created. Look at what your circumstance is. Look at where you are today and see how far you came, and cherish that. Cherish even the negative parts of it, because that is letting you grow. That is allowing you to grow. That is allowing you to see different perspectives of the situation. And that's allowing you to get a better grip or a better handle on where to make your changes, where to fix things, where to keep things the way they are in order to get to where you want to be. So it's all about cherishing in any way, shape, or form. That's something that you have to learn to do, especially when you're battling an insecurity or self-doubt about what it is you're bringing to the table. Definitely cherish everything you put into getting this thing where it needs to be. Definitely. Okay, moving on. If you pick deck 3, what you need to know to get unstuck is come to the edge. Let's see, can you see that? Yeah, there we go. So come to the edge talks about taking a leap of faith. You may feel a little bit insecure about where you're headed. You may feel a little bit self-doubt. You may even feel a bit of fear of the unknown, worry that you won't have control over the situation, or whatever comes into the situation will mix it up too much that you can't get it back on track. This card talks about taking that leap of faith. It talks about going into new territory where you might have been afraid of, and being true to yourself enough so you could be confident enough with whatever comes at you once you take that leap. It's about getting out of your comfort zone. So what's making you stuck is possibly a fear of the unknown, fear of lack of control, that sort of thing. And it's all about letting that go, kind of letting that fall away so you could emerge and see your true potential. Because when you're afraid to take the next step, even if it's in a relationship or career-wise or even with a creative project, that's keeping you from your full potential. That's keeping you from advancing or getting to where it is you want to go. It's like a boundary. It's like a block or an obstacle on your path. And this is time for you to step up and show that you trust yourself and your ability and what you've put into it enough that you will take that leap. You will jump into the next thing, the next phase, the next level, and watch as success rolls in for you. But first you got to get past that barrier. So do what you can to trust yourself in making the best decision so you can take that leap. You got to break out of your comfort zone. That's what this card is reminding you. You must break out of the comfort zone. I know this zone we put around us where things are familiar, where we know we could control it. We know the outcome. We could predict what's going to happen because you've been there before. You've done it before, so you know what to expect. This card is telling you if you're feeling stuck right now, the best thing for you to do is to jump out of that comfort zone. It's going to be uncomfortable for a while until you adjust, but you will adjust and you will see how this will benefit you. Take that leap, definitely. It's time for it. Take that leap of faith. Okay, moving on to the next deck. If you pick deck 4, let's see what you have to do to get unstuck. All right, let's see. Spirals of manifestation. All right, let's put that right there. So this card tells me that it's all about how you think of the situation. Whatever you're putting into the situation, whatever your thoughts are, whatever your beliefs are, whatever your wants and wishes are, that is manifesting. You are in this zone where your manifestation power is heightened. So you have to make sure that all your thoughts are positive, because it's very easy for you to have a self-fulfilling prophecy during this time. So if you think you can't do it, if you think you can't make it, if you tell yourself you're not good enough, or that something is wrong with you, or any other self-doubt phrases we tell ourselves sometimes, that is stifling you. That is keeping you from moving forward, because you're in a sense creating that. You're making that become true because of your manifestation power. So you have to make sure that your thoughts are positive, and not only your thoughts, but really believe that what you're doing is going to get you where it is you want to go. It's going to lead to success. It's going to lead to victory. And you have to tell yourself that and believe it. Don't just say it, believe it. You have to work on the inside first so you could truly believe that you're capable of everything you're trying to accomplish, and then it will start to manifest itself around you. So spirals of manifestation is reminding you to keep your thoughts positive, to truly believe in yourself, to surround yourself with people who believe in you, who support you, who will give you that positivity and that push so you can get rid of that self-doubt and move on to the next phase of whatever it is you're trying to accomplish, be it with the relationship, be it with career, money, finances, or even a creative project. Whatever it is you're trying to do, you are in this state of manifestation right now where the law of attraction is working for you and working in your favor. So make sure everything you truly believe and everything you're putting out there into the universe, even in your thoughts, are positive, because that is exactly what's manifesting during this time. And if you want to get unstuck, this is how you do it. You have to truly believe that you're capable of getting over those blockages and barriers. Truly. Moving on to the next deck. If you pick deck 5, what you need to know to get unstuck is here we go. King of Cups. Now, King of Cups is a water sign. It can represent a water sign, a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, and this person can be significant to you at this time. And it also represents relationships or love or emotions, that sort of thing. But mostly what I'm seeing with this card is that there is a need for patience. I see him waiting, looking at the horizon, looking ahead, waiting for something to come in, and he's patiently waiting. So this tells me that what you need to get unstuck is to look around you at what you're trying to control or bend out of place. Whatever it is that you have a lack of control over or fear over, or something that is not going your way, give it time, give it patience, and it will come to you. It's telling you that you have to have a little bit of flexibility. You have to allow yourself to take a step back, to take a break, to take a rest from the situation sometimes in order for things to work out for you, in order for, the universe to do its work or the stars to align just right so you could get to that goal that you're trying to meet. And King of Wands tells me that although it can be a person that may be significant to you or someone you're waiting for, or something about a person that will help you get forward, it's all mostly about patience. This person can definitely help you get forward, especially if it's a water sign, a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. However, you can't rush anything. That's what it's reminding you. You can't rush anything. You also can't make anything happen the way you want it exactly. So if you're doing that, that's what's making you stuck or feel stuck during this time. Once you let go of the reins and once you let things happen naturally and let the rivers flow in the way they're supposed to flow, and the current go in the way it's supposed to go, and the wind blow the way it's supposed to go, whatever direction it's meant to be in, without interference from you or anyone else to try to steer it into a different direction, things will start to pick up for you. You will get over that barrier. You will get to exactly where it is you're trying to go, trying to be. And if this is with relationships or career or creatively, it's about being patient. Remember, what you want wants you, but you cannot force it. It has to come when it's ready. Everything has to align just right so you get the best. You get the most potent of the energy. So definitely, patience is required during this time. But while you're waiting and while you're being patient and while you're allowing the universe and everything to work in your favor, you do your part and continue to work towards this relationship, this creative outlet, this career move. You continue to do what you have to do. Just try not to force things. Kind of let it happen naturally. Okay, moving on. If you picked card 6, The message for you in order to get unstuck is Two of Athames. Now, Two of Athames is Two of Swords in traditional tarot. Traditionally, it talks about you deciding which way to go. Almost like an opposition. There's two forces here that are kind of clashing. And that can be the case here. But with this card in this deck, Two of Athames talks about a compromise. It's similar to the Two of Cups in a sense when it comes to business or creatively. It talks about those two oppositions, those two things that aren't melding correctly or not coming together mutually. It's time to make it work. It's time to extend that hand and to extend some peace and to try to, get on balanced ground so you guys could work together to get forward, to move forward and get your goals accomplished. Now, this can mean a relationship, and if this is where you feel stuck at, it's all about compromising, coming together, mending, apologizing, trying to be civil in some way. If it's about a career, it tells you to work any issues out with other people, especially if it's another business or a collaboration or co-workers or you and your boss or whatever the situation is. It's about trying to work things out so you could work together more effectively. If it's about creatively, maybe there are two ideas clashing, maybe there are two perspectives or two things that just won't fit well. It's time for you to get into the zone where you could compromise and make sacrifices, and it doesn't feel like one is overpowering the other. It's all about being mutual, working together, trying to find a common ground to get ahead, to move forward, to advance, to get your goals met, and to find success and victory. So whatever this is for you, whatever's clashing, whatever two or more things are not working together, it's not melding, it's time to find a way to get it to meld. It's time to find a way to get it to work together so you could at least get to the next step, so you're not so stuck or stifled or feeling like you can't move forward because of this clash of sorts. It's about communication. It's about working things out. Even if it's like a contract, it's about working the contract out so two parties can have something and it doesn't feel unfair or unbalanced or unequal. Everything is on the same playing field, it's level, and everyone is at a place where they all start off on the same foot, That's what this card is telling you. So in order to get unstuck, definitely compromise. It's time for a compromise. It's time to work together. It's time to look at the other person's ideas, possibly take some other person's advice, look at their perspective on things, and figure out ways you could work together to move forward, definitely. So I want to thank you so much. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes. Thank you for your comments. And most of all, thank you for subscribing. I really appreciate you guys so much. I will have more videos like this for you soon, and I will see you soon.